Hey there guys, and welcome back to Nimby Rails. Obviously last week we were setting up line 1 and it is operational. I've left the game running for a bit to make a bit of money and see if it works. It seems to work. It's definitely profitable. Obviously it was far from ideal. I couldn't get it set up how I wanted it to, mainly because I couldn't understand the timetabling system. But I'm leaving that for now. I'm going to go back to building some stuff. I want to at least finish off the tracks on Manhattan Island, I think. I don't know if that will allow me to put any more lines in, but we'll see. So I'm thinking at the moment the best place to start is probably here. We have 50 Street, and then we have 42 Street Times Square. So that's up here on the map. So I've got this station, basically, this area of on the blue lines. And I'll need to come down to Penn Station. It's got the same name as this one, but it is a different station. If I have a look at Open Railway Map, it appears to be... it's around here somewhere. It's just working out which block it's on. The double block is going to be where Penn Station itself actually is. So the subway station is there by the looks of it. So that's this one. It's 4 tracks with a central platform and 2 side platforms. So first things first, if I'm building track, it needs to be medium speed. Central platform and 2 side platforms, that station will do fine. So we'll pull that. I'll delete the ends and move it into place. There we go. That's a good start. Then I just need to extend the tracks out. I believe, I actually have no idea what height this would be on, so I'm going to go with -1. That track's going to come out down here, and then I just have to connect those up. I reckon that will do. So there we go. We're off to a good start. I don't know how much of this I've got to do, because I know I did some extra stuff down towards the south of the island, where everything was sort of running alongside each other. There's a lot going on down there. So we'll see how this goes. Also, the overlaps, the station overlaps don't really work how they would in real life. Like, 50 Street has a tiny catchment area. In reality, you might be coming from over here to it. It depends what line you need to be on for your destination. If it's going to save you a change, you might walk a little further. What do I know? So, 23 Street. Carry on down the road. The station is down, that's 14th Street. 23rd Street is in line with the other 23rd Street. So there. So it's there. And this is just 2 side platforms, same as this one. So I believe it is those nodes I need. Put it in place, get rid of the excess bits out the ends. And then I need to consider probably extend this one is the best bet. I need to have a reasonable number of nodes because there's going to be a centre track involved here. And that is where I then need to go to connect up singles. There we go. So yes, there's a centre track that I need to parent off of there. By the looks of it, that actually comes all the way up here. And if I zoom in on this map, it's a bit awkward to see because it's over Penn Station. But if I take a crossover there, and the same on the other side. And then in from those tracks to the centre track. It's effectively a siding that it's forming. And across there. And then it just splits out at the other end. How far do I want to go is the question. It seems to claim to go all the way, I think. So if I drag that out another node, and then go for here as the point at which I split like that. There we go. So down to 23rd Street. 14th Street, 8th Avenue is a bit further down the road. This one is 2 island platforms. And where is it in relation to anything else? It's a couple of roads up from 14th Street. Yes, as it would be. It's a bit difficult to tell, of course, as it always tends to be. So that's where the curve is. So it's actually on that junction by the looks of it. This junction here. That's a good station to copy. So I'll take that one, I'll put it here. I'll remove those pieces. And then apparently that's not parented in the right way. Okay. I'll pull off this one then. Yes, at least they're the right distance apart as well, so. Come on, connect to the right track. There we go. And it's actually 14th Street - 8 Ave, apparently. So I'm on 1.6 now. I did just do something I didn't expect to do. But I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just a normal thing. Who knows? Who knows what I did, or if it's normal, or anything. Total mystery. Anyway, there we go. 14th Street, 8th Avenue. Which does also have another pair of platforms lower down beneath it. So if I go to -2, and they're down there. And then I select those and say disable platform, keep straight. Okay, the next station on the blue lines is West 4th Street, Washington Square, which I think I already have. Indeed I do. So it's these tracks I'm going to be building up from. I don't know what height they're at there, but we need to be at the right height to go underneath the red, which it looks like we are. So the red must be on -1. Then I think we need to be on -1 over here to go over those lines. And into the station. There we go. Don't think there was any junctions there to deal with. Out of West 4th Street, we've got the big junction in place. I did that one off camera, I think. And it looks like we've got Spring Street, Canal Street, and Chamber Street, World Trade Center, Park Place. So that's where the E terminates. The E terminates in these two platforms. The A and C come round underneath here. They go to Fulton Street station elsewhere. So now I've got to work out where that goes, I guess. It interchanges with the red and the brown And the green? It's like it's a long platform for the blue line. Connects all three of those, so all of that looks like one complex. I can't select it, but the main thing is to work out where it is. Fulton Street. That looks likely. So this one across is the blue, and I think it must hit all three of those blocks, all three of those other lines. So that's just working out where that is on this map. That's that junction there. So that's actually on the wrong block by the looks of things. It needs to be a block further down. And the station needs to run from there to there. It's quite a long way. And we're going to have to be on -3 because we have to be quite a way down. It's going to be quite a long platform, that. I will call it Fulton Street, as I believe it is called. There we go. And I'm going to have to select those and press Insert to turn them back into blueprints. The same with those two nodes, and probably those two nodes as well, as they're meant to be down here. Which means that that station is actually somewhat in the wrong place. But oh well. That should be fine. And extend out from there into Fulton Street and out the other side. So the next step would then be sorting out the other lines here. So first things first, I guess green is on here, I believe. Yeah. So I'll put that on -1. It's outside platforms, so I could just run it down there. If I select it all and say disable platform keep straight. I've got Bowling Green Station, that's this one. So there's only one in between at Wall Street. If I put that in quickly, then I can connect all that together. So Wall Street seems to be next to this park. There's a church there by the looks of things. So I put it in there. Select those, disable keep straight, name it. It's getting a bit complicated down towards the south end of the island because everything's really close together, but they're all different station names. It does seem to be at a different height there, which is good. There appears to be a crossover here, looking at the map. So we'll just add that in quickly. And then just straight up from Wall Street to Fulton Street. In terms of north from Fulton Street, it gets a bit more complicated, so we'll leave that for a second. So there's the old City Hall station and stuff going on there. And there's also the yellow, that's the yellow line coming across to the new City Hall station. So that's already built. So next to look at is probably red. We've got the red coming across at Chamber Street, WTC Park. That's here. So if we bring it one station further to Fulton Street, that's an island platform. And that runs underneath some other stuff. It runs underneath yellow, green and brown, but over blue. So if I put that on -2, when I build it down here, as a station, ideally. I select all of it, disable that, set the offset to 10 to give the island a platform. And then it's just a matter of working out which road it goes up. So if I go move the map again, back up here, it seems to come across from there and then over and down this road around that bend and into the station. Sort of like that. I believe if I give a quick look up here, that is a different station to that. So I'm just going to make sure I keep them apart. As much as it looks like it might connect through, because they're so close together, they are different stations. There's also a lot going on at City Hall because there's the lower level abandoned platforms. Well, they're not really abandoned. They're still in place. They're just not used currently. Right. Next step is probably the brown line at Fulton Street, which is going to be another challenge to work out. That looks like it's just one on top of the other. Has it got a description up here of... So this map has loads of layouts in the top right for where there's stuff overlaid on top of each other. It doesn't look like it has this one though. So I'm going to have to make some educated guesses. Oh well, I can do that. Come back down here and we'll say, honestly, just putting it like that will be close enough. Select those, disable that. Right, I could go south out of here and get it down to Wall Street. That might be the best step next, actually. So we've got the yellow station here at Whitehall Street, South Ferry. If I just build a bit into the bridge, into the tunnel, then I can bring the brown down as well. Its connecting line. I think just stopping everything under the river is going to be the best bet. The green is already partially there. I don't know what height that's at. -2 by the looks of it. So I'll continue at that height. I don't know where I've got to sort of aim at, where I've got to come out, but I guess I can always rebuild if I've got it wrong. So I'll continue that one down as well. Yeah, I can always, if I build the blueprint and then find out it's wrong, I can use insert to make it back into a blueprint again. So it's not a huge issue. There we go. And I do need to make that, or maybe even both of those, into -3. So I have a pair of lines up there. And if I say double track, I used to be able to trigger those to be right, but I can't do it this time. If I just say flip, there we go. I can connect those all together, then send that down to -3. And so you can kind of see there, because the track at the bottom is lower, junction goes underneath. That's what I was aiming for. I don't quite know yet where that comes up to. This Wall Street station is alongside the other Wall Street station, which is actually quite a way up the island, all things considered. I need this map. So many maps. So it looks like this would be the brown line. So I just try and match that up with where... It looks like I've got the tunnel in roughly the right place. It comes up this road. Move those down a little bit. There we go. It's a station at Broad Street. Oh yeah. It's called Wall Street on either side, but the one in the middle is called Broad Street. Obviously. So Wall Street is there. That's that one. It looks like I want to go a block down. I want to go here, I think. And it's side platforms, that's fine. I want to say disable. Move it that way a little bit. Give it its name, which is not that. Broad Street. Connected up here. There's a small crossover, goes in there. And then south, we've got 4 tracks to deal with. So I just do that. Pick parent off of those. So it doesn't go on for long, it's just a couple of sidings in the centre. Yeah, so we've got the 2 centre sidings. We connect up like that. That's not really gone as planned. If I make that another node is what I needed. And pull that back a little bit. Give me a bit more space. And I can swing out onto the outer tracks as well. Need a small crossover. And realistically, I should have made this stuff a station, the middle 2 tracks. I'm realising now. The outer 2 are not meant to be a station. Right, parent off there, flip. Parent off there, flip. And the other side. Yes, I can get a circle. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does. I can only do it there. Oh, it okay, it changes the half. How, right, yeah, okay, it moves the pivot point. I understand, even if I can't explain it. Broad Street reversing sidings. For lack of a better name. No area. And I want to disable that. And then we just pull that down there a little bit so that I've got a bit more room for the crossovers. Shuffle back a bit. And there we go, crossover's complete. We come down either side of the siding, which is an undetermined length. Not long enough. That's better. Parent off there, flip, and then we just bring those into the outer two, like so. So that should be sorted. Gives me Broad Street, it gives the connection into the tunnel. Then just sort out the red line into that tunnel as well. So Wall Street Station on that line is back up a block again and a block over, so it's there. It is an island platform, as you would expect at this point. And Control C, bring it down here, Control V, remove that. And name it Wall Street. Done. Connect that together. And then we come out, probably follow that road into the tunnel, I would imagine. So I will build the track in, follow the road around, and into the station. And just south of the station, there's a crossover. So like that, and the other way. There we go. It's such a mess down there. Hold on, if I turn off station names, it's a bit easier to see what's going on. That's a bit better. There's quite a lot happening there, though. So the blue is connected up now through to the bottom of, well, through to Fulton Street at least, which is the end. It just needs to go out into the tunnel now. So I can do that easily enough. I had the blue at -3, but I might bring it up to -2 now, just so everything crosses the river at the same height. There we go. And then we've got the yellow line there. And I was going to just put the green and brown in as well while I was at it. So that's the brown with a weird circle. Go figure. And there's a weird circle actually at every station. Is that just the station name marker? Probably. I'm just not used to having station names turned off. So that's the brown, that's the green. So we want Chambers Street, Brooklyn Bridge, City Hall. Move up a little bit. That would be up here. That's Chambers Street. So that the maps don't really line up terribly well. Just see what this map thinks it's looking at. Right, it is two separate stations. Chambers Street for the brown, Brooklyn Bridge City Hall for the green, but they are connected. Hence why on this map it's just one complex. It looks like they're alongside each other there. Brown is 2 island platforms, as is green. Here it looks like green have it on the corner, brown have it more there-ish. In reality, it makes minimal difference to me. So the green would be under the road, whereas brown is more in that area next to Tony Rosenthal 5-in-1. That looks about right, to be honest. So if I go -2 on that, I want to parent off of there and there. And I'm going to make all of the offsets 10 there. That looks like it's about right for the brown line. I need to turn station names back on, otherwise it's going to throw me. And then this is the sort of station we want for the green, without those end nodes, obviously. So we'll put that in there, the other node there, close enough, and we will call it whatever the other map says. Chambers Street / Brooklyn Bridge - City Hall, I think is the best I can do. So the centre 2 tracks are these two. So if I pull these up, I'm going to have to change height to go over those. Go over the red. And we wrap round, and I need to turn off double, there we go, into there. And we have a little set of points across between the two, like so. We also have, from there coming down, 2 tracks. This one is going to continue round into there, but it's also going to have a set of points off of it, which is going to come round and up here. It looks weird, it will look weirder yet. And there's this track that's going to come round and down and under and back up. I'm going to actually delete that node. I'm going to put in a station. Don't worry, it will get weirder. It will get weirder before it gets better. I don't know what purpose that serves for me, honestly. Okay, this is sort of the best I can do, resembling what I know it to look like. So this is the old City Hall station. Nothing stops here anymore, so I'm going to set the area to 0, because it's not a station that's in use. So I think that solves everything. I think that does what I need it to do. And it's just a matter of connecting the brown together like that. Goodness knows what the aim there is. Those 2 centre tracks. I'm just going to take these 2. We need to go over the red again, so we need to go up to -1. Over the red. And then I'm going to split them apart, because one needs to come out this way. And the other needs to stay over here more to go into there. And we need a track here for that line. And it seems to split out there for that line. That's the best I can tell as to what's going on. To give the huge complex. So I think that means I've got everything south of that point. And I've got the blue and red further north. So it's just the yellow, green, orange business left to deal with. The orange I do actually have here. It comes off there. But I don't have it across to Bleecker Street. I probably won't until I bring the yellow and green up. But I think I will leave it there for today. That was enough building for one day, I reckon. So, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed and want more, and I'll catch you in the next one.